Imagine tackling this while you're blind. Well, Craig Macfarlane has been blind since the age of 2, and with more than 100 gold medals in sports like wrestling, golf, track and field, Craig is the world's most celebrated blind athlete, and he's chronicling his achievements here in a new book. Craig Macfarlane hasn't heard of you either. I love the title of the book, and Craig is joining us here this morning, and this has been a while. I wanted to have you on the show here. You've been an inspirational figure. I've seen you speak. You do public engagements now, but for those of you, Craig, who aren't familiar with your story, take us to the beginning here. You lost your sight at the age of 2 years old.
Well, that's right, Ray. I grew up near Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, lost my sight through a freak accident at the age of 2, grew up on a small farm, and really had amazing parents that ingrained a can-do type spirit in me early on, which really provided a great foundation.
And we've got some amazing photos here. I mean, you've done it all. This is wrestling that we're watching here. I guess that was your first sport. Can you tell us how you've been able to compete against sighted athletes time after time again and somehow, you know, come out on top and get that medal at the end? What is it about the way you compete and without a crucial piece of sensory information?
Well, wrestling was the only sport where a blind person could compete equally with a sighted opponent, because you touch palm up, palm down, and you're only allowed to break contact to initiate a move. So it lent itself to be just an awesome sport, and that's the one that really springboarded and catapulted me back into the regular school system. And really, the water ski jumping and snow skiing came as an offshoot, but wrestling was the foundational sport early on.
So that is the story that people really enjoy hearing, and that leads you now to public speaking events. You've become a sort of a motivational speaker, and now, Craig, you are an author here, and inside you've got some pretty amazing photos, popes, presidents, and sort of everybody in between. And how would you look back at this life and talk to someone else who is just feeling, I think, sort of down in the dumps or feeling uninspired? What do you say to folks who are looking for that something to get them started?
Well, you know, my wife and I talk about this all the time with our kids here, that not only do you have to remain positive, but I've really been in the right place at the right time too. I think when preparation meets opportunity, that's when success occurs. And for me, you know, being honored by the Pope for my work with kids was a blessing, and presidents, but that's not why I do what I do. It's a great passion, it's a great discipline, it's a great desire to want to make a difference in the lives of others. Because, you know, Ray, I believe life comes full circle, and so many people have touched my life along life's highway as well. So to give back, I've been very fortunate to speak at many corporations across America for the past 30 years, and that's really the backbone and the essence of what I do today, and I've been incredibly fortunate.
Speak and sing. If you go to Craig's website, you'll see some pictures there. You haven't seen it, obviously, but there's a pretty good mullet shot of you in the microphone. So I'm just wondering what the heck it is, Craig, that you are going to do next. But for now, we'll enjoy reading your book. So thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you very much. I'm honored.
All right, here it is. Craig Macfarlane hasn't heard of you either. If you'd like to get his book, I understand you sign all of them, Craig, too. All you have to do is go to fox59.com and /links. An honor, Craig. Thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Let's check in on the forecast here, waiting for a little bit of a warm-up. Jim?
Yeah, waiting.